1997, most of the rules from 1994 to 1997, SEBI brought in some very good rules to protect investor. From 1997 to 2020, not one default on the stock exchange. But in the same period, Yes Bank collapsed, Global Trust Bank collapsed. Yesterday you saw 2 days back, Lakshmi Vilas Bank collapsed. Few more banks are about to collapse. Dhanalakshmi Bank, watch them, they are in danger. They might collapse soon. So many cooperative banks. Today morning, news, cooperative bank failed. Today morning news, chit fund failed. See the Hindu paper. Chennai chit fund, 2 crores default. Who's selling the chit fund? Tenga Vikram. Honestly, he's selling tender coconuts. He chartered the chit fund. People have given him 2 crores, he's taken it and gone. Where will you go and get the money? So look at innovative products. Don't look at unsafe, unregulated products. The Parayakala products are not time has changed. We need to invest in innovative products. Whether you are investing or your parents are investing or your relatives, friends, if you have little knowledge, you can advise them. Right? So I finished 2 parts, final part. I will take just 10 minutes and finish. Right? My final part, one day, I just want to show you something. We are in a very, very tough economy today. If you see today's news also, it is telling last quarter we were minus 23 GDP. This quarter we are minus 10.5. End of the year also we will be around minus 10.5. So when it is like that, the situation, see, one big problem is unemployment. So if you see this, it's from Economic Times. You see that it tells you what is the unemployment. Travel and tourism, 55 million people working. I'm pointing it. 38 million people will lose jobs. Restaurants, 7.3 million people working, 2 million will lose jobs. Education, 18 million people working, 4.5 million will lose jobs. But look at the good news, the small red box. Who's recruiting? Banking and financial services. 4.5 million pre-COVID jobs. During lockdown, the only industry to recruit is banking and financial services. 150,000 more. So I am telling you, after COVID, 2 industries will do very, very well. One is health, the other is wealth. People are scared of the health, they are scared of the money. So those industries will do very well. Now, when I say the banking and financial services industry, I want to be very clear. The banking industry will suffer. There will be bad debts, more banks will fail. But the finance part of banking, the non-core banking, core banking is taking deposit, giving loan. They will struggle. The non-core business will do excellently well. That is why you're seeing all banks. State Bank today is having State Bank Capital, investment banking company. They are having State Bank Securities, stockbroking company. They are having SBI Life Insurance, insurance company. They are having SBI Mutual Funds. So you see all banks are moving away from core banking to financial services, investment banking, wealth management, financial planning, insurance, mutual funds, stockbroking. Take any bank, HDFC, ICICI, Axis, Kotak, all these banks, SBI, PNB, are moving away from core banking. So while banking suffers, the financial services industry will boom. Investment banking will boom. Mutual funds, insurance, stockbroking will boom. So that is where jobs are. Are you ready to take up those jobs? Do you understand whether you about that industry? So get much knowledge as possible. And then you will get, you are in the right place. BCom, BBA, BA corporate secretaryship, all of you are in the right place. Anna, you need to know what are the right jobs. Virtually every day we are getting calls asking for jobs. Yesterday I sent out mail to all our students. Motilal Oswal wants jobs for investment advisors, freshers. They are willing to train. But you must be ready to understand how to give investment advice. Salary is also quite good, 2.5 to 2.8 lakhs. So there are a number of people who are taking jobs, but not in core banking. It is more in the financial sector. So what do you need as students? What do you need to get into this job? I want to leave you with 4 C's and we'll close. Sorry, 1 minute. Yeah, the 4 C's. First one, certification. Today, it is very important for you to get certified because our university syllabus is such that you don't learn much about the practical aspects of finance. So NSE, NISM comes under SEBI, CISI, the London Stock Exchange. All of them have very, very good programs for students. Prices are very, very cheap, 1,500 rupees for training, certification, exam. NISM maybe slightly more, about 3,000 rupees. you can get everything. CISI is offering short-term courses, 2,000 rupees per course. Long-term courses from the London Stock Exchange, which is the diploma program, is about 25, 26,000. But why am I telling you all this? Today, certification is a must in the non-core banking industry. NISM certification compulsory. You want to learn basics, NSE is having very powerful, good certifications. And NSE, the largest stock exchange in India, second largest in Asia, largest equity derivative exchange in the world. So their certification is very valuable. You get NISM certification, 100% you will get a job. So get yourself certified in this 2 years, 3 years when you're doing your undergraduate, get at least 1 or 2 certifications, at least one from NSE, one from NISM. Maybe if you can, even one from CISI. The value is so very valuable. So these are short-term programs, not very long, 12 hours, 15 hours program. CISI is about 30 hours. Get yourself certified. Certification is so important for your jobs. Put it in your resume. Get the practical knowledge. One. Second C, communication. Improve your communication, right? I was asking Shivaram, should I speak in Tamil or English? My mother tongue is not Tamil. And I learned Tamil, speaking with my friends. So I will manage. Maybe it won't be pure, Anna. Tamil manage pannalam. So adhe mari neenga vande you need to learn English to communicate. Because if you are in North India, you can speak Hindi and get jobs. But in South India, you need to speak English. Because you cannot speak to a person from Bangalore or Kerala or Andhra Pradesh in Tamil. English, yes, they will all understand. So English communication, very, very important. Most of the colleges I go to, brilliant students, but cannot communicate the idea. And they are scared to talk. So don't be scared to talk. Friends kulle neenga pesite, you learn how to speak English. Neenga mistake panna, you can correct each other. At least 20% of your communication should be in English. So when you come to your third year, you are confident to attend interviews in English. So communication, second C. Third C, capacity build pannunga. How do you build capacity? Read. 15 minutes, 20 minutes per day, neenga vande please read some business websites, economic websites. Very, very interesting. News ella bore adikadu. Maybe out of 10 news, 8 news will be boring. 2 news will be very interesting. Read those 2 news. At least read the headlines. Money Control, ET Now, CNBC, Bloomberg, International Business News venana Bloomberg. Adella padinga. It gives you so much of knowledge, so much of wealth of ideas, and it is not boring. It is very interesting. It is very, very interesting. Also, if you can, please learn Excel well. Excel is so very important, especially when the time you are working from home. Most of the work you have to do on Excel. So Excel practice panikonga. How to learn Excel? Even many YouTube videos are there. You can go and learn. And final C is continuity. If you are having a goal, please have a goal first. What you want to do next, and the goal on whatever it is, please try and achieve. You might find failure. Don't give up. Today's students very easily give up. I always tell the story of Jack Ma. Jack Ma is the founder of Alibaba. Alibaba is the second largest company in Asia. Reliance is third. Alibaba was started by Jack Ma. He failed 7 times in school. 7 years he failed in school. 4 years he failed in college. He wrote his entrance exam to do his MBA in Harvard 9 times. He failed 9 times. First time he got 0. 10th time only he cleared. Today, after finishing his in Harvard, he never got a job. Even KFC rejected him to serve chicken. But you know what? He was very determined to learn. So every morning, he used to get up early in the morning, cycle 20 kilometers, and he will go to a tourist destination. When foreigners from US, Britain and all come, he will tell them, I will take you on a tour guide. They will ask him how much you want. He will say, don't pay me, teach me English. So for many, many months, he went and learned English like that. And then he started Alibaba. Today, it is the second largest company in the world, and Jack Ma is the 10th richest man in the world. And look at his failures. But today, he's a success. So continue, don't give up. So certification, very well you can do. Communication, it is in your hands to improve. Capacity building, again in your hands. Read more. Read at least 5-10 minutes every day, at least the headlines you'll see, and continue. Have a goal, what you want to do in your future, and please have a clear plan. And even if you fail, keep trying again till you achieve it. So I wish you all the best. I hope I've covered as much as possible. I know I cannot take too long also, you will get bored. So, wish you all the best. And I think we have another 10 minutes, if I'm correct. Happy to take any questions. You can either unmute and ask, Illana, you just put it on chat. I will answer your questions. Whether it is regarding my presentation, whether it is a career, Whatever you want, you are most welcome to ask. Chat, I think lot is there, but I think all of you have put your names on. Yeah. So any questions, ma? Anyone? Students? You can you can ask the question, unmute and ask. You can ask me in Tamil also, I'm okay. Or you can put it on chat and I will answer. Right? If you don't have questions either, I've done a very bad job. Ilana, you understood everything perfectly. One of the two, Lingla. Or you're all very tired. You wait பண்றீங்க let us run இல்லீங்களா? Right? So if they don't have any questions, sir, we can close.
Students, if you are having any queries, you can raise your hands or you can post your questions in the chat box. We will wait for a minute.
Sure, okay.
Sir, question from Tangam, Dr. M. Tangam. What are the job opportunities for art students in share market?
Tangam, I'm assuming is a ma'am. So, okay, ma'am, when you look at job opportunities, don't just look at stock market. You look at financial markets. So, in a financial market, for art students, what are the opportunities? Opportunities are in operations. See, a lot of foreign banks. If you look at Chennai itself, you have BNP Paribas, you have Deutsche Bank actually has set up office in Madurai, Trichy. They are going to second line cities because it is cheaper. Coimbatore also they have. So these kind of banks, BNP Paribas, French bank, Deutsche Bank is German, Citibank, Goldman Sachs, all of them are having operations, global operations. They are doing it in India. There it is an operation-based jobs, and there are a lot of jobs, especially for girls. Girls want the operation jobs, they prefer. Only thing you might work in shifts. If it is a European bank, the shift one day will finish by 10, 11 o'clock in the night. American banks means it can go even till early morning. So you might have to work in shifts. And operation-based jobs are number of jobs are there. Otherwise, if you want to go purely into banks and work in the wealth management investment banking side, there are two ways. Either you get into client servicing or you get into sales. One more opportunity, become a research or financial analyst. They are the highest paying jobs. Even for a fresher, salary is 4 to 5 lakhs. So if you are very good at analytical mind, financial analyst, research analyst gets you the highest paid. Or you get in as a salesperson or as a client servicing person. But if you are not from BCom, BBA, corporate secretaryship, and you're just a normal art student, then operations is one which is available. They don't look for really having a BCom qualification for that.
Sir, another question from Raghavendra. How attempts are there in NISM exam? How many attempts are there in NISM exam?
You can write how many ever times you want. But every time you write an NISM exam, you have to pay a fee. NSC exam one there, you don't have to pay a fee. You can just write it. NSC exams are conducted now on Zoom itself. Classes are on Zoom, exams are on Zoom. Doesn't cost you much. And I think don't worry about how many attempts. I think NSC and exams and all you can clear in one attempt. NISM maybe 1 or 2 attempts they clear பண்ணிடலாம். So it is not something which very you have to be very technically sound to do it. If you pay attention to the training, if you read the notes once or twice, you can clear the exams. It's not difficult, Raghavendra. Why I'm telling you is we have seen it in Chennai. We have conducted even for many very from low level students who are coming from very poor backgrounds. We've made some of them write the exam and they've cleared it. So don't worry about that.
One more question from Prasanna. What does mean by Bitcoin?
Sorry, Bitcoin, it is a cryptocurrency. What is a cryptocurrency? A cryptocurrency is an alternate medium of exchange. If you want to give you, maybe 1,000 years ago, did we have rupees? Do we have dollars? Illa illingla. So what was our currency then? Our currency was gold. So gold was a medium of currency. Now, if you and me wanted to get gold, how do we get gold? We have to go and do mining. We have to dig, and if we find gold, then we go and sell that gold, or we use that gold as a medium of exchange. So if I get such a big rock of gold, I will cut it in small pieces. And one piece I will give and buy my food. One piece I will give and buy some maybe a house. So one piece I will give and buy maybe some cows or something like that. So gold was a medium of exchange. Now, adhe mari Bitcoin is a medium of exchange. To compare, Bitcoin also has to be mined. Gold வந்து physical mine பண்ணா. Bitcoin வந்து digitally you can mine. If you solve a set of problems, or if you achieve or fulfill certain requirement, the company who is issuing the Bitcoin will give you a Bitcoin. And that Bitcoin, depending on how popular it is, will have a value. If you look at yesterday's news, Bitcoin value is $17,000. $17,000. Yeah, $17,000 one Bitcoin. So that is a very popular thing. So how do you get a Bitcoin? You have to mine it, or you can buy it. You pay $17,000, you can buy a Bitcoin, or you have to go and earn it. How do you earn it? You have to do mining. What kind of mining? Digital mining. What is digital mining? Solving a particular puzzle or achieving something which is good enough for you to get a free Bitcoin. When you get that free Bitcoin, it is valued at 17 lakhs. So Bitcoin is a type of currency, a cryptocurrency, which you get either by mining or as a reward for achieving something. Now, that is a simple way to explain a Bitcoin. But இன்னைக்கு பாத்தீங்களா, Bitcoin is legal in India. You can buy and sell Bitcoin, but it is not regulated. Not regulated means tomorrow if someone steals a Bitcoin or some problem happens, you will not get your money back. You have to go to the police only to get it. And you know if you go, how long it will take. So Bitcoin it is a great medium of exchange, will be the future currency of the world, and today it is not regulated. I just always give that example, and Shivaram will correct me if I'm wrong. I'll tell you the risk involved. There was one American who was studying in college. He discovered a cryptocurrency, just like Bitcoin. The value went from $0 to $1,000 in 1 year. He became a billionaire. At 22 years, he got married and he had a child, still in college. And 22 years later, he finished his college. Then he had so much of money, he didn't know what to do. He had a good heart. So what his plan was to come to India and build orphanages. So he came to India and was building orphanages. He came to Trichy to build an orphanage. And the Bill Panamodu, what happened one day, he ate some food, got food poisoning, and very unfortunately died. 24 years old, he died in Trichy. Now that itself was tragic. But you know what was more tragic? The server where all this cryptocurrency was stored, that password no one had. He had it only in his mind. He didn't write it anywhere. He didn't give his CEO. He didn't give his wife. He gave no one. It was in his mind. So when he died, no one could open the server and take the cryptocurrency. So everyone else who owned that particular cryptocurrency, the value became zero. It is like demonetization. One day you have 500 rupee note. Next day the government says we have no more circulation of 500 rupee note. So that 500 rupee note becomes zero in value. Similarly here, no more circulation of this particular cryptocurrency because it is locked in a server. So everyone who owned that cryptocurrency lost, I think, 145 million, Shiva, or 14,500 million. Some amount like that. Huge amount. 145 or 14,500 million dollars people lost. So cryptocurrency is legal but not regulated. If something like this happens, the cryptocurrency which you own can be worth $10,000. Next minute it can be zero. So that is danger. 145 million, Shiva is telling me. So cryptocurrency ipo India it is legal, you can buy and sell, but it's not regulated. Tomorrow if someone hacks your server and takes a cryptocurrency, or like that what happened unfortunately in Trichy, then your value will become zero. So wait till it gets regulated. It is a matter of time. Once that comes, then you can invest in cryptocurrency. For now, Tamil Nadu says it's not a safe investment to make because it is not regulated.
The question from Rajkumar sir.
Yes.
What are the skills that are required to be a financial analyst?
To become a good question. To become
if I want to go the job financial analyst.
Sorry. To become a financial analyst, you have to have very, very strong Analytical mind. What is analytical mind? You have to quickly take a concept and quickly transfer it to money form and quickly see whether it will be profitable or not. I will give you an example of a friend who basically just started as an ordinary research person. He was earning some 40,000 rupees per month. Today, he is a fund manager in one of the top mutual funds. And you know what is the salary? 1.5 crores. I'm not exaggerating, 1.5 crores per annum. And if he does good, he will get another 1.5 crores bonus. He gives one example. Look at his analytical mind. He was traveling. See, when you invest into any company as a fund manager, one day you have to travel. So he was traveling from 90s as a junior fund manager. Today, he's a major fund manager in a major company. So when he was traveling, and he's managing, I think, nearly 1 lakh crores of money. So he used to travel by flight. He has to go and see the company before investing. So when he gets down, a yellow and black taxi will come and pick him up, ambassador. So full in the 90s, ambassador only, everywhere. That was their taxi. Suddenly in the early 2000s, he found that when he got off the airplane, a new cab was coming to pick him up. You know what was that? Tata Indica. So he slowly realized that Tata Indica was replacing ambassador as a taxi. So he came back and told his research team, please find out how many ambassadors are running as taxi. So they gave him a number, 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs. Then he said, if 10, 15 lakh taxis are running, if 50% of them is replaced by Tata Indica, how much profit will Tata Motors make? So they did a calculation and gave it to him. They found that even if 30% is replaced by Tata Indica, Tata Motors profit will jump like crazy. He bought the share at 60 rupees. Within 2 years, it went to 400. That is analytical mind. To take a concept which you see, convert it into rupee value, see whether it will be profitable or not. That is a kind of analytical financial value. That you can get only with interest, with reading, with understanding opportunities, with seeing with your eyes and converting it into opportunities. Where do you get jobs? Lot of companies, lot of investment banking, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, R.R. Donnelley also staking. That is the easiest to get in. But R.R. Donnelley and all they will be a financial analyst, but you will be doing financial analysis as a KPO company. That is okay because the experience you get is tremendous. After 2 years, you can join a bank or an investment bank or a portfolio manager as a financial analyst.
So again, the question is from Tamilarasu. Is digital gold is better than physical gold, which is more safer and easier?
Absolutely. Digital gold is much safer because it is stored in your DMAT electronic account. Your DMAT electronic account is with NSDL, National Securities Depositories, that is controlled by SEBI, audited by SEBI. You have a third-party custodian who keeps the shares or the gold. So completely safe. You can buy, like I told you, in smaller lots. No one can rob it. No one can duplicate it. You can buy today, you can sell tomorrow. Liquidity is absolutely there. Also, electronic gold per gram is cheaper than physical gold per gram. And physical gold, right? All the many lady faculties are there. If your husband buys you gold, madam, you will not let them sell it. I'm having the same issue. My wife, when it went to 5,200, I said sell. They don't say no, but they're hesitant because once you see physical gold, ladies, for them, physical gold is more important than the husband. They will not sell it. So, but electronic gold, you can easily sell. That attachment is not there. So that is one more advantage. Good question. Tamilars, you're asking which is more safer, Paytm, PhonePe, Amazon, to buy digital gold. That is slightly different. The gold which you buy on Paytm, Amazon and all is digital gold. Another question is who stores it for you? Is it in your DMAT account? So if you want to buy digital gold, better to go to the stock market and buy a gold ETF. In the Paytm, PhonePe, Amazon also, you can buy even with 10 rupees, you can buy gold, digital gold. Another question is that gold stored safely? Are they really buying that gold which you are putting money and keeping? There is no regulation there. But when you buy gold ETF, if you buy 0.01 gram gold, at the same time, the ETF company is buying 1.10 gram gold. Physically, they are buying and they are storing it. And that storing it is checked by SEBI. Here, no one is checking. So better to buy in the stock market, buy the gold bees, which is the most popular gold ETF. Buying through Paytm, PhonePe, Amazon and all is very easy. And we don't know whether there's any gap, whether they are really buying gold and storing it. And also when you buy through the stock exchange, it is stored in your account. PhonePe, Amazon, I'm not sure whether they put it in your Demat account. I don't think so. Legal online ways is this, Tamil Arasu. You go to the stock market, open a stock broking account. If you're above 18 years, you have a PAN card ID, you have 2 photographs, you can open they will do a know your client, KYC, and they will open 2 accounts you need to open. Trading account, Demat. Silla banks Demat account open panna not enough. You need trading account where you buy electronic gold, electronic shares, or REIT. You need Demat account to store them. So once you open these 2 accounts, then you can transfer even 45, 50, 100 rupees and you can buy electronic gold. So that is the safest. Upstock account, yes, you can use it. Upstocks is fine. Now, any other questions, anyone?
One more question in YouTube, sir. Namanitha Krishnan.
Okay.
The price fluctuation of physical gold are same as electronic gold. Both are same. Yeah, he's asking. Both are same.
Percentage wise, one day you will find both are nearly the same. And in electronic gold, the amount is lesser. The value is lesser. You can buy it cheaper. So the impact is little lesser. In physical gold, the impact is little higher. Okay. But the percentage fluctuation will nearly be the same. Any last question? Last one. Go ahead, madam.
No more questions in YouTube, sir, and no more questions in Zoom also. Sure. Sir.
Any questions from professors? Just one quick thing to professors. If you see a study in the world, they have asked who are the worst investors in the world. A study was done in all countries in the world. This was done by, I think, IMF or something did this study. They found that the 2 worst investors in the world, one is a doctor, the other is a professor. Both cases, they don't focus on investing. They focus on the job. They don't focus on their own family to invest. And as a doctor, you don't get any pension. As a professor, you might get pension, but it won't be very, very small. So financial planning, it concludes that doctors and professors must focus on financial planning. Start early. Remember the example I gave you, 1,900 rupees per month, 20 years la start panningla, retire agumbodhu 5 crores. But most of you will cross 20. If you are 30 years, at least start. Even if you invest 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 rupees per month, systematic investment plan, you will at least end up with 2.5 crores when you retire. So earlier you start, the better. Later also, no problem. At least better to have something than nothing. So financial planning, very, very important for you all. So okay, if there's no questions, can we close, sir?
Yes, sir.
Keep in touch, students. Keep in touch with Shivram. Keep in touch with your HOD. We will also keep in touch. Anyway, we can help in terms of training you all. Also, any jobs which are coming up, we can post. And you must be prepared for that because there's a lot of competition that you have to be prepared. It is not easy in to get jobs. Be prepared. That is one thing. Second thing, start investing early, especially girl students. Very important for girls to start investing early. Times are changing. You have to start investing early. If you allow me in 1 minute, I'll just tell you one very important lesson I learned. 3 years back, NSE had a program along with the Child and Women's Welfare Department, Government of India. The investment program was for single mothers. So they had it in Chennai, 100 people seating, 300 people came, 300 single mothers. And then NSE gave us a statistic before we spoke. The statistic was alarming. 1 in every 4 weddings, marriages in India is getting divorced, is ending in divorce. That was not so shocking. What was shocking was post-divorce, 90% of the cases, the children are in the mother's custody. They have to take care of their family. They have to take care of the children, their expenses, education, marriage, everything. So it's very important in this changing scenario for at least girl students to be financially secure. So start investing early. Don't depend on anyone. So 2 things: prepare for a good future, have a plan for your job. Secondly, start investing early. Shanmugam,
Thank you.
can you give schemes for SIP, systematic investment plan? If you're investing in systematic investment plan, you either choose an index fund or a large cap fund. If you invest in a SIP or a large cap fund for a minimum of 10 years, 99.5% you will not lose money, 99.9%. But if you invest for 2 years, 3 years, chances are you will lose money. So either choose an index fund, which is the top 50, top 30 companies, or a large cap fund, which will be the top 100, 150 companies. Invest in that, do a SIP, monthly you put. Even if the stock market is coming down, don't stop, continue then. That is the most important time to continue. And you do it for minimum of 8 to 10 years, 100% you will make good profit. But if you do it for short term, 2 years, 3 years, it will fail. So I hope I answered 2 questions.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words, which enriched our trading knowledge. The way you explained SIP was excellent, sir. It was very interesting when you was mentioning about RIET and ETF. It was a new one, sir. Everything you spoke about, like algo trading and neo banking, enriched our knowledge about trading and cleared our doubts about investment in online markets. You inspired us a lot, sir. The highest form of thought under gratitude is happiness doubled by Vanda. It is thank you. I would like to welcome Assistant Professor of our department, Ms. N. Shantamani ma'am, to present the vote of thanks.
Madam, you need to unmute, madam. One minute. Priyanka, I think you have to unmute, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we are doing so.
Okay.
Now, ma'am, now
Okay.
you're
Okay, unmute. Okay. Good afternoon. It really gives me an immense pleasure to propose vote of thanks on this very special day. Today, I take this opportunity to put all my gratitude into words. First and foremost, I would like to express my deep sense of gratitude to the management and to our honorable correspondent, Thiru K. Palanisamy sir, who has given his consent to conduct this function. Next, I would like to thank our most respected principal, Dr. N. Raman sir, for his valuable support. And next, I would like to thank our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Glenn Roger Carr, for his wide knowledge in financial markets. Next, I would like to thank our respected head of the department, Dr. KKA Alagappan sir, for his constant support. And next, I would like to thank fellow friends for making this function into a grand success. Last but not least, I would like to thank my dear students and other participants for their kind cooperation. I thank you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Once again, thank you all for your wonderful presence throughout this session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Students from Corporate Secretary with CA and Professional Accounting of Konga Arts and Science are requested to go to your Google Classroom to fill your feedback form. Other participants, fill the feedback form which is available in YouTube. The link will be active only for 15 minutes. The link for other participants is posted in YouTube.
Okay, thank you everyone. I'm leaving now. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
Priyanka. Thank you, Alagapan sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
YouTube போய் பாருங்க லிங்க் வந்துருச்சாங்க